From neurons to galaxies, the hidden network structure of the universe. Dear friends, let us imagine a quiet night far away from city lights. You step outside and look up at the sky. Above you stretches an immense ocean of stars scattered across the darkness. For thousands of years, human beings have stood under this same sky asking the same questions. What is the universe made of? How did it begin? And what is our place within it? Now imagine something equally astonishing happening much closer to home. Inside your head, within the brain that is listening to this lecture right now, there are about 86 billion neurons. Each neuron branches outward like a tiny tree, forming connections with thousands of others. Through these connections, electrical signals travel constantly, forming patterns that allow you to see, to think, to remember, and to wonder. Now consider this remarkable fact. Astronomers estimate that the observable universe contains roughly 100 to 200 billion galaxies. So within your brain, there are billions of neurons forming networks of thought. And across the universe, there are billions of galaxies forming networks of matter. One exists inside your skull. The other stretches across billions of light years. Yet when scientists compare images of neural networks with images of the large-scale structure of the universe, they sometimes notice something astonishing. Both appear to form intricate webs of connections, patterns that look surprisingly similar. It is as if nature has written the same design across two vastly different scales. Today, we will explore this extraordinary idea. We will take a journey from the neurons inside the human brain to the galaxies that fill the cosmos, discovering how the universe organizes itself through hidden networks of connection. And along the way, we may discover something even more profound, that the brain contemplating the universe is itself one of the universe's most remarkable creations. The astonishing complexity of the brain. The human brain is one of the most complex structures known in the natural world. It contains approximately 86 billion neurons. Each neuron is a specialized cell designed to transmit information. Neurons communicate through electrochemical signals. When a neuron becomes active, it sends an electrical impulse along a structure called an axon. At the end of this axon, the signal reaches a junction called a synapse. Chemical messengers known as neurotransmitters cross this tiny gap and influence the activity of the next neuron. Through trillions of these connections, signals travel through vast neural networks. Every thought we think, every memory we recall, every movement we make emerges from patterns of activity within these networks. The brain is therefore not simply a collection of individual cells. It is an interconnected system in which information flows continuously through complex pathways. Scientists estimate that each neuron can connect to thousands of others. When multiplied across billions of neurons, this creates an immense network with hundreds of trillions of connections. Within these networks, there are clusters, hubs, and pathways through which information travels efficiently. Certain regions of the brain specialize in particular functions such as vision, language, memory, or emotion. Yet none of these regions works in isolation. They communicate constantly through networks that integrate information across the entire brain. This architecture allows the brain to perform remarkable feats, recognizing faces, composing music, solving mathematical problems, and imagining the future. To understand such systems, scientists use the language of networks. Understanding networks. A network consists of nodes and connections. Nodes are the individual units of the system, and connections are the links between them. In the brain, neurons are the nodes, and synapses are the connections. Network science studies how these systems behave. It examines how networks grow, how information travels through them, and how their structures influence their function. Many complex systems in nature can be described as networks. Social networks connect individuals through relationships. Transportation networks connect cities through roads and railways. The internet connects computers across the globe. Even ecosystems form networks in which species interact with each other through food webs. Across these diverse systems, scientists often observe similar structural patterns. Networks tend to form clusters of tightly connected nodes. Some nodes become hubs with unusually large numbers of connections. These structures help networks operate efficiently by allowing information or energy to move quickly through the system. These recurring patterns suggest that certain universal principles govern how complex systems organize themselves. The structure of the universe. Let us now shift our attention from the microscopic networks of the brain to the largest structures in the cosmos. When we look at the night sky with our eyes, stars appear scattered randomly across space. For many years, scientists assumed that galaxies might also be randomly distributed throughout the universe. However, when astronomers began mapping the positions of millions of galaxies, they discovered something very different. Galaxies are not randomly scattered. Instead, they form an enormous interconnected structure known as the cosmic web. In this cosmic web, galaxies gather along long filaments that stretch across hundreds of millions of light years. Where these filaments intersect, enormous clusters of galaxies form. Between the filaments lie vast, empty regions called cosmic voids. If we could step outside the universe and observe it from a great distance, we would see something resembling a vast three-dimensional network. These structures developed over billions of years through the influence of gravity. Shortly after the Big Bang, matter was distributed almost uniformly across space. Tiny variations in density allowed gravity to gradually pull matter together. Regions with slightly greater density attracted more matter, forming growing clusters connected by filaments. This slow process produced the large-scale structure of the universe we observe today. Dark matter, the invisible framework. A crucial component of this structure is dark matter. Dark matter does not emit or absorb light, making it invisible to telescopes. Yet its gravitational influence can be detected through the motion of galaxies and the bending of light. Observations suggest that most of the matter in the universe is dark matter. This invisible matter forms the gravitational framework of the cosmic web. Ordinary matter, the gas and stars that form galaxies, gathers along these dark matter filaments. In this sense, the galaxies we see are like glowing beads strung along invisible threads of dark matter. Computer simulations of cosmic evolution show that gravity naturally produces this network of filaments and clusters. Comparing brain networks and the cosmic web. Researchers have occasionally compared the structure of neural networks with the structure of the cosmic web. They examine statistical properties such as clustering, connectivity, and density distribution. Despite the enormous difference in scale, spanning more than 27 orders of magnitude, some of these properties appear surprisingly similar. This does not mean that the universe is literally a brain or that galaxies function like neurons. The physical processes governing these systems are entirely different. However, the comparison suggests that complex systems may organize themselves according to common mathematical principles. Natural processes often favor structures that allow energy or information to flow efficiently. As a result, branching and web-like patterns appear repeatedly across nature. We see similar patterns in river networks as water flows across landscapes. Lightning creates branching channels as electrical energy moves through the atmosphere. Fungal mycelium spreads through soil-forming networks that resemble neural structures. Nature repeatedly discovers efficient solutions to the problem of distributing energy and information. A fascinating numerical coincidence. Consider another intriguing observation. The human brain contains roughly 86 billion neurons. Astronomers estimate that the observable universe contains roughly 100 to 200 billion galaxies. The numbers fall within a similar order of magnitude. Although this similarity is almost certainly a coincidence, it invites reflection. The same universe that formed billions of galaxies has also produced billions of neurons capable of understanding them. From stardust to consciousness. There is another remarkable connection between ourselves and the cosmos. The atoms that form our bodies were not created on Earth. Elements such as carbon, oxygen, and iron were forged in the cores of ancient stars. When massive stars reached the end of their lives, they exploded as supernovae, scattering these elements across space. Over billions of years, this stardust became incorporated into new stars, planets, and eventually living organisms. Every atom in our brain was once part of a star. In a very real sense, we are made of stardust. The universe has spent nearly 14 billion years evolving from simple particles into galaxies, stars, planets, and eventually life. Within that life, it has produced brains capable of curiosity and reflection. As we conclude this journey, let us pause and reflect. Inside the human brain, billions of neurons connect to form intricate networks that give rise to thought, memory, and awareness. Across the universe, billions of galaxies connect through filaments of matter to form the cosmic web. One network spans the inside of our skull, the other stretches across billions of light years. Yet both reveal the same remarkable truth. Nature builds complexity through connection. The atoms in our neurons were forged in ancient stars. Through billions of years of cosmic evolution, matter organized itself into structures capable of consciousness. Through the networks of neurons in the human brain, the universe has created a way to observe itself. When we study the cosmos, we are not merely looking outward into space. We are witnessing the same cosmic story that produced us. From neurons to galaxies, everything belongs to the same unfolding universe. And perhaps the most extraordinary realization of all is this: the universe is not only expanding outward through space, it is also awakening inward through consciousness. Through curiosity, through science, and through the simple act of wondering about the stars, each of us becomes part of that awakening. Thank you. Founder, Holistic Wellness Foundation. Healing beyond boundaries.